Welcome to Nomads Notes, and in this video we're going to be learning about deleting and adding in extra accommodation in between other accommodation. So here in my accommodation screen, if I scroll down to my table, I can see that there's now a new icon, a delete icon for every row, as well as an insert overlapping accommodation. Now this allows us to go to one accommodation and stay for a while, and in that time go and stay at a different campsite. Now you may do that if you're at a place for several months and just go off for a weekend to another site. That's the main application for this. So this one here, you can see that I was at Mum's for over a week, and so I might say that I went to for the weekend. I just went away for the weekend whilst I was there. So I'm going to insert an overlapping accommodation. And I'm going to choose one of the campsites that I went to. And in this one, I just went off to this lookout for the night. And now I find that I can insert an accommodation after the previous night. And so I'll start it. I went just for one night on the 16th. And it was just a one night away and no cost. So I'm now going to save that overlapping accommodation, which means it overlaps with another accommodation. I'll just wait for that to save. And now we come down here and we can see we stayed at one accommodation from the 13th to the 21st, but now in blue because it was in between that time. We've got a different accommodation here in that time. So our total nights haven't changed, but our average per night has changed. We can also now delete any accommodation throughout here. So if we've made a mistake or for any reason we want to delete some accommodation, I'll come down here and delete this one here, 4 nights, and I can now delete this one. Yes, I'm just confirming that that's the one I want to delete. So yes, I want to delete that accommodation. And now we can see that that accommodation is deleted. And again, our number of nights has changed. Our average nights has changed. Now if I want to add another one back in here, if I go up to my normal add new accommodation, you see I can't add it for that date, an earlier date. So that's where our new icon comes in, and the program can see that there's some dates missing here between the 1st of the 1st and the 6th of the 1st. I may want to add some accommodation in there. So now if I can click this insert above, that's a new icon that's now appeared because there's dates that are vacant there. I can insert above and I can now choose right back to the 2nd and then to the 5th because they're the dates that are missing. And again, this is a rest area, so the cost was 0. So I can save that inserted accommodation. So my number of nights have gone back up to correct and my average per night. And now we've got every night covered, so there's no more insert aboves. And that's just a quick rundown on deleting, inserting and overlapping accommodation.